want to say welcome to the Disciple Making Church podcast. And my name is Ken Adams. I'm the founder and director of Impact Ministries. And joining me today is Kathryn Rahn, and she is part of our team, and she oversees really sort of the operations for Impact Ministries. So she covers a lot of the details of things that we're doing. And so we're glad you're joining us, because every month we try to meet with you and just share with you kind of all things disciple making in the local church. But today's a little unique, because today we're devoting our whole podcast to helping you know a little bit about one of the biggest events that we do for Impact Ministries all year long. This is probably the biggest event that we have. And so Kathryn, just tell everybody what we got coming up and when it's happening.
Right, Pastor Ken, this is our biggest discipleship event of the year. It's a 2-day event. We've had it for a couple of years now, and it just grows every year. So it's a 2-day event, and it's a little bit different than last year. Last year, we had some pre-workshops, like pre-summit workshops. I think they were called Elevate last year. And we have decided to kind of roll that into our summit, which really makes Summit a great value, because before it was a different session, it was an extra cost, and now that's included in Summit. So Summit's going to start.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So no, you're exactly right, and so it's going to be a great 2 days, right?
Right.
And so let me just take a minute and tell you a little bit about the summit and how we got here and why we're doing it, and literally it actually goes back to years ago. When I was at a conference I used to go to every year called the Leadership Summit, and I'd go to this conference, and I'd always walk away going, well, this is great, but where's the conference before? Where's the discipleship or the disciple making summit? And so I knew back then that there was a real need in the body of Christ for an event that was really just sort of helping people get a vision for disciple making and disciple making churches and that kind of thing. And so at the time, there were actually several ministries that were doing these kind of things. And so today there's not as many. There are some. There's a national conference on disciple making that happens, but this is one that literally, first of all, we as a church are just very committed to being a disciple making movement. And so we started doing this conference really for people in our own church, that they could come and they could learn and find out more. But then we just thought, well, why not invite everybody else, right? And so we just started inviting other people. Kathryn just said it, that it started with a few hundred people, and we'll probably have 700 people or so, maybe more, right? So, so anyway, it has grown. And so here's kind of the goal, is that this is not just about what we're doing here in our church. This is about disciple-making principles from some of the best thinkers and writers and authors and leaders in the disciple-making arm of the church today, right? And so it's going to be a great event. You're going to want to be there. We're going to have main sessions, keynote sessions. We're going to have breakouts. And so I want you to get some of the details of what that's going to look like, because I think the more you hear about what we're going to do, the more value you'll see and understand why you want to come, why you want to bring team members with you, and for what it's going to cost you. Man, it's a slam dunk. You're going to want to be here for that. So, Kathryn, let's start with the you got all the inside scoop on this. So. Tell us about the main sessions, and let's talk about those keynote speakers.
Right. Well, I'd like to even back up just a little bit, because every year we base it on a theme.
That's right.
And our theme is ordinary disciple makers. So our keynotes know about that theme, and it's kind of based upon that. Did you want to elaborate? I know our verse was Acts 4:13.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Jesus talks about how, the disciples, or Acts talks about how these men that had they'd been arrested and they'd been questioned, and all. It says these men who were ordinary, common, unschooled men have have been with Jesus, right? And so so that is really the whole idea here behind this conference, is that disciple making is not just for those who've been educated, college degrees, seminary degrees. It's for everybody, right? And so
for the ordinary.
Yeah,
right.
exactly. And so that's why disciple making is the mission of the local church, because we're making disciples of people all over the planet, really, right? So yeah, that is the theme, and that's really kind of what all of our keynote guys are going to be thinking about.
You'll hear this over and over throughout our keynote speakers and also our breakout speakers. So at 2 p.m. on that Friday, January 30th, Jim Halstead will be our first speaker. He was actually here last year, and he also taught a workshop at the Elevate workshops. And he was amazing, and people loved what he was talking about, the nuts and bolts of personal evangelism. So now he's coming as a keynote. He's also the founder of Go and Tell Ministries.
That's right. Yeah. So so Jim has been with us before, as you said, and here's a guy who has such a huge heart for the disciple making process, and he gets it. He understands that disciple making includes both evangelism and discipleship. And the folks that sat under his breakout last year had so much good stuff to say about him that we said, hey, it's time for him to come and be a main session speaker. So we're looking forward to Jim. I think he's going to do a great job.
Right. And he's going to do it one more time. So last year, people just loved it so much, the nuts and bolts of personal evangelism. But he's going to bring one more breakout this time, and it's called Disciples Making Disciples. Yeah. So this is going to be great. Now, our next speaker is going to be Bill Hull at 7 p.m. So he's going to kick us off in the evening. And he's a writer and just a big discipleship advocate. And he will not have breakouts, but one thing about Bill that's special is he'll be coming Saturday night to preach at Crossroads Church, and we'll also hear from him on Sunday. Yeah, so we'll get to hear a lot from him.
Yeah, so this is funny. So Bill is literally one of the pioneers among what we would kind of call the modern disciple-making focus in the church. So, I've been pastoring for 36 years, and some of the very first books that I ever read on disciple-making came from Bill Hull. Wow. And so he did a disciple-making church book, a disciple-making pastor, and Jesus Christ Disciple Maker. He literally has paved the way for a lot of the people that are in the disciple-making world these days to sort of cut their teeth, if you will, on what Jesus did and how we need to follow Jesus' model. So Bill is going to he's going to be great. You're going to want to be here for that.
I also love his humor. If you want to just kind of get a feel for his humor, if you go to the website and read on impactdisciples.com and you read his bio, it's hilarious. So we're really looking forward to him. Now, our third main session, we've never had 4 sessions before, but now we're going to have 4. So the third one on Saturday morning will actually be all the keynotes and y'all are going to do a panel. So that's neat. Usually that's a breakout, and not everybody can get in and see it. So that's going to be huge that everybody can see that this time.
Yeah, and the reason that we're doing that is because of all of our breakouts, that panel discussion every year is one of our biggest. So, we talked about it this year. We said, hey, let's just make that panel discussion with Jim and with our other speakers and with Bill. We thought, let's just get them all on stage. Let's fire away questions at them, let them speak to some of the best practices, if you will, about disciple making in the church today. So it has the potential to be really a highlight for the whole conference.
Right. Because some people, we just can't get everybody in that room. And like you said, it's so popular. So now you'll have a chance to hear from everybody speaking at one time together. So we'll have 2 breakouts after that on Saturday, but our last keynote speaker will be Justin Gravitt. Now, he is the national lead for Navigators Church Ministries.
Yes, yeah.
And you know him well, too.
I do. I've heard Justin a few times, and I've read some of his stuff. And so, again, Justin is with Navigators, which is a huge disciple-making ministry in our country. And so Justin's going to bring a very a unique perspective to that because he's also been involved in a local church. In fact, all of our keynotes, one of the things that we look for is that we ask people to come speak that are actually have at least at some point fleshed it out in the local church. So these are not just consultants. These are practitioners. They're doing the work of making disciples within the context of local church setting. That's huge for us. So we also have, I think you told me 20-something breakouts that
27.
we're offering. And so they're not all unique though. What do we have?
Well, we have 12 unique. Okay. So, and like I said, last year we only had 2 breakout sessions, so we're adding that third one. So you have more opportunity than ever to see what you would like to see. But even though there's 27, there's 12 unique. Yeah. So probably several of those are going to be people from our own church staff, and they're doing disciple making here. And some of those will be on. What are just some of the quick topics on those? Yeah, we have more special guests doing the breakouts than ever. Okay. So you're going to see a lot of new people. If you've been to Summit a few times, we have so many new special guests that are speaking. Yes. For example, I'll just go over some of the new people that's coming this year. Like, for example, we have Mark and Nancy Lindgren. She's the author of 2 mentoring books, and they are doing a breakout called Marriage Mentoring, Couples Created for Connection. And that's something a little different that we've never done before as well. Bill Wilkes, he's our second person coming in. He is the lead pastor of North Point Church, and he founded D-Life.
D-Life, yeah.
He's doing disciple making. It's not a program, it's a lifestyle.
That's good.
The third one is Justin Gravitt. So he's one of our keynotes, like we said, and he's doing advanced disciple making. He's going to teach that breakout 2 times, and he really encourages you because this is advanced. He's like, come on, bring your questions. Right. So he really wants to get to the next level and help those people that are already making disciples, just take it to the next level. So he'll be doing that one twice. Now, David Putman, founder of Planting the Gospel, he is doing 3 unique breakout sessions.
Oh, wow.
It's a lot. So, and we appreciate him so much for doing this.
And David was one of the guys that helped to plant our church 36 years ago. Yes. So he's been in our world for a long time, and he is just such a committed disciple maker, and just again, he is one of these guys, just like Bill, just like Nancy, all these guys, they're out there literally doing disciple making as a part of their ministries right now. So that is what really makes them more than qualified to be a part of this summit.
And it wasn't long ago that David Putman came in and you did a podcast with him. So if you want to know, if you want to go back and see that, that will be on YouTube exactly, and you can see it. But his 3 would be outward focused disciple making, simple enough to reproduce the 5-3-2 disciple making network. I think his last one is don't make disciples, make disciple makers. Yeah. So 3 different unique topics he's bringing, which is exciting. Let me see, Donnie Chase, he's the executive director of Likewise Ministry. He's visited a few times before.
He's been a keynote before too.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. So Donnie's he's done breakouts here, he's done main sessions, and he and I both kind of have some roots in some common disciple making ministries, and so Donnie is one of those guys. He really does get it, and he's been. As he was for years, he was a student pastor that was doing disciple making among his student ministries. And so here's a guy that is a proven disciple maker. And, we've had some great breakouts in the past, but with these guests, as well as the people from our own team, right. I'm telling you, we have an incredible lineup this year of breakouts and it'll be one of the best that we've ever had.
I will say that. I think it's the biggest value we've ever had, the most we've ever offered. It's really good. Yeah. I think we the only other new person we're talking about a church planning panel, and Jared Smith, who visits a lot and we work closely with. He's the senior pastor of Highland City Church. He's going to be on the panel about church planning.
And Jared is one of our church plants here. So he is a obvious tie-in to what we're doing here. So it'll be really good. So hopefully you're getting excited about this, and you're going to say, we want to be there, and you're going to want to bring your team with you, because you're not going to get this kind of a rich experience in a lot of places. So this is going to be worth your time. I can promise you that. So you have all the details about how do they get connected, how do they register, how do they sign up, how are they going to get their breakout sessions and all that. So give us the lowdown on all those details.
Right. Yes, I would love to talk about that, because I do not want people to miss out on their breakouts. But first of all, you need to go register for the summit. So you're going to go to our website, impactdisciples.com, and you can find it in a few places, but we actually have a summit tab at the top in blue, Summit 2026. So if you click on that, you'll be able to see all the speakers. If you click on their face, you're going to see all their bios. It's just very informative. To the left, you'll see the entire schedule for Friday and Saturday, and we actually have a few FAQs too. And I think the biggest thing is, though, go ahead and get registered and choose your breakouts, because there's so many, but they fill up so quickly, and we really want people to get into the breakout they want. So I wanted to talk about that process real quickly. So when you go to register, you will get 2 emails. You're going to get that first email that says, hey, you registered, you got your ticket. And then secondly, you're going to get another email. Let me look at it exactly. It says, register for breakouts. And when you do get emails from us, it's from Impact Disciples. So what I want to say is, when you get that email, it's going to say register. So click that link. You're going to go in. You'll be able to see all the breakouts for Friday and Saturday, and go ahead and choose what you want to choose. Now, I know it's early. Some people have already registered for their breakouts. So the question is, on January 30th, are you going to remember what you chose? So I just wanted to tell you that it's not that difficult, and you can always go in and make changes. So all you have to do is go back to that email that said register for breakouts from Impact Disciples. If you click on that link again, everything you chose before is still there. But if you want to change your mind, you can, and you can click on something else until a little bit closer to time. So just remember, and this is a lot of information, I know, but this is under the FAQs on our website, exactly how to get to the breakouts and change them, and just find them pretty easily. Yeah, and that's about it. I think that's the most important, is just getting in and getting these emails. And I tell people sometimes it goes into your promotions folder or your spam. So look, but if you don't find it, contact me at info@impactdisciples.com, and I'll take care of it.
Yeah, and the whole 2 days, super affordable, right?
Right. It's only $40 for 2 days, and it starts at 2 p.m. on Friday, and it ends at 4 o'clock on Saturday. So it's a lot. Yeah, that's fantastic. But it's going to be fun. We have food trucks, we have donuts, so it's just so many things provided within that.
Yeah. And so I don't know if we have this on the website or not, but they can obviously just do a search on hotels and places to stay in the Newnan area, right?
Right.
Newnan or Peachtree City, right?
Right.
So,
it's not on the website, but if you email me directly, I have a list of all those. So I can really help you with logistics. And I just wanted to say again, because I know there's a lot of people that are coming even from out of state, that this is located, what am I trying to say? This Disciple Making Summit. It is located at Crossroads Church, Highway 16, our large campus, and we're only about 45 minutes we're like south of Atlanta, really close to the airport, so it's really easy to get here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, very good, very good. So again, this is not your typical Disciple Making Church podcast. We try to normally give you a lot of content on how to be making disciples in the church, but because this is such an important event for us, and I think it is such a great opportunity for churches and pastors and staff members, man, I just thought we should just take a whole session and just lay out how to get involved, what it's about, what's going to happen, all that kind of stuff. So thanks for joining me. You did a great job really kind of explaining it all. And so here's what we want to ask you to do. We want to just invite you to share this with people in your church, share this with other pastors, share this with as many church leaders as you know. I'm telling you, this will be valuable information for them. Share it with them, like it, because that helps it to continue to spread. And so and
check out Facebook too, because we were talking about it earlier, like on Facebook, we are spotlighting every single breakout all the way to January 15th.
Right. That's exactly right.
I mean, the keynotes, every single breakout that we have.
Yeah.
So Facebook is a great place, and Instagram to find out who's coming and more about them.
Yep, that's exactly right. And so obviously, connect us if you have any questions, impactdisciples.com. And we're excited about you joining us, and we look forward to seeing you. And until then, we will be back again next month.